to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today we're doing another pick a card reading and we're exploring our intuition and the power of trusting our inner wisdom in this Trust Your Gut reading. So whatever situation has drawn you to this reading that's causing you maybe some confusion, that is challenging for you, this is going to help you tap into your intuition and what your gut is telling you. So we have 3 different decks and piles here, each holding its unique vibration and message. So group number 1, we have the Ace of Emotions, and this is from the Muse Tarot deck. We have group number 2 here, which is the Moon card from the Wild Unknown deck. And group number 3, we have the Ace of Pentacles from the Guardian of the Night Tarot. So take a moment, take a deep breath, tune in, connect with your intuition and select the group that resonates most with you. And then find the timestamp in the description box below, which will take you to your reading. Love and light. Hey group number 1, and welcome to your Trust Your Gut reading. Let's see what the cards have come through for you and messages from Spirit. So first off, we have the Ace of Emotions, which was the first card that initially drew you to this reading, so it's really significant. And this position, this placement is telling me how you're feeling in this situation, what it's bringing up for you. And with the Ace of Emotions, it's telling me that this situation could be bringing up some really intense emotions for you, some new feelings that maybe that you've never felt before or you haven't felt for a long time. And I'm kind of seeing that you might be feeling overwhelmed as well, like it's like a crashing wave that comes over you, and it can feel like a bit much, and at times maybe shake you up a little bit, and you think, you know, can I handle this? This feels too much. A bit like that feeling emotionally of sort of being thrown in the deep end of the swimming pool and not quite knowing how to swim. But amongst these sort of strong emotions that I'm seeing come up for you, there is a sense of excitement as well mixed in with this, or underneath that. It's like the situation, you know, could open up a whole new world for you. It's a bit like this situation has the potential, or may already be, cracking open your heart, opening your mind up to new experiences, maybe meeting new people, being taken into situations that you've never been before. Or this could be on an emotional level of just feeling new feelings and new experiences that way. Or like I say, it's certainly something that maybe you haven't felt in a long time. It's really just speaking about as well the potential that this journey has for you, and the card is asking you, I think, to really, it's important for you to go with the flow. So don't fight the situation. That's only going to cause you more stress, more anxiety. So it's really important just to don't try and micromanage things. Just go with the flow as much as possible and let these experiences flow through you, so you don't get caught up in them, overthink them, etc. You just need to go with it at this time. It then move on to the Six of Voices, which is how Spirit is seeing this situation. So this is how you were, and this is how Spirit sees the situation. We've got the Six of Voices, which is a really positive card to see in any reading, because it's about shifting away from choppy waters and maybe a rough time, and going into a more peaceful, easier, sort of calmer time. So all about moving away from tough times towards better days. So things might have felt rough leading up to this situation, like as if things weren't going your way. We see a woman here helping this lone traveller. So if it felt like you have been travelling alone as well, maybe you felt isolated and that you're just having to deal with everything that life is thrown at you on your own, can be incredibly isolating. And this speaks about receiving support from unexpected sources. So maybe people that have gone quiet on you, you might hear from them, or maybe it's connected to this a new relationship, if that is what you're in, if it's a love connection. Maybe this new person coming in feels like it could offer a whole new level of support. But just be open to that and kind of expect that support is going to come from unexpected sources during this time. We then move on to card number 3, which is kind of looking at the situation on a deeper level, so digging even further deeper onto what's going on the unconscious, or maybe things that you don't see. And we have the 7 of inspiration, which is telling me that you have been and maybe continue to have to defend yourself in some way, defend your position, fight for what you want. Some people maybe, or a situation just feels like it's pressuring you to maybe bend on your boundaries, or be someone that you don't want to be. But I see that you're really having to fiercely safeguard something that's incredibly precious and sacred to you, that will be connected to this Ace of Emotions feeling that's got you feeling a lot. So maybe something's happened in your life that has come up that feels like it has huge potential, and you're having to protect it, but this can be quite draining. But yeah, so whatever resonates for you, that thing that is demanding that protection and vigilance from you. And Spirit is saying that this, if you've been feeling tired or your energy is quite drained, then this is the reason why. You're having to be in fight mode, I'm seeing, sort of be more defensive maybe than what you want to be. I'm seeing that you don't really want, you're not in an aggressive emotional state, you're feeling quite open, but you're being pushed into having to be defensive about something, and then this can be very emotionally draining. And with the 7 of inspiration, I feel like it's just acknowledging that tremendous effort that you've been put in, which is admirable and is great, and that continue to do that. But also work to try and find a balance between guarding what's important to you, but also preserving your energy and your well-being. So, I know don't burn yourself out by holding this position so fiercely. If you can, you can still hold that position and defend what's yours, but also it's important just to preserve your energy. And I'm just hearing, just don't burn yourself out. There's huge potential here that you could be burning yourself out. And like I say, if you've been feeling tired, then I think that's the reason why. We then move on to the 4th card that's come through, and we have the Muse of Voices. So traditionally this is the King of Swords suit in a traditional suit, and this placement is why it's so important to trust your gut in this situation at this time. And the Muse of Voices is all about being savvy and using your intellect and being clever about things. So don't force the situation, I'm seeing. So if you're to get what you want out of this situation, you'll need to, I'm hearing with this placement, I always hear work smarter, not harder. So that really applies here. So even though you may be feeling a lot of emotions coming through, we can see 2 women here that are dancing in quite a free way, in quite a light touch is what I'm hearing. So don't be heavy-handed in the way in your communication, so sort of forceful or demanding, but instead choose your words carefully. Be clear in your communication as well, so what you want, so you can, whatever your gut is telling you, so speak your truth, but speak it in a way that is palatable, I'm hearing. So like I say almost like as little as possible as that you can. Just say what needs to be said and no more. Don't get into the weeds with people or people, whatever applies. Don't get into the weeds with them. Instead, keep that distance. The swords is quite distant. And like I say, it's a mind over matter, so it's about being clever. You have that intellect, you have that savviness about you that I'm seeing. So pull that into this situation, call that up in yourself, and use that in this is really going to help you get the outcome that you're looking for. And stay open to whatever unfolds, but stay in control by navigating the situation with, like I said, that clear intellect, and not getting totally like a tsunami of emotions take over. So tap into your intuition with that, trust your gut, and then think about what are the steps that you need to take. Be methodical in how you get from A to B. This is going to require you to be savvy, outwit whoever you're in the situation with. I see that you have the potential to do that. So Spirit is kind of saying that you really have that, like I say, that potential. You can outwit this situation to get the outcome that you want. And lastly, so we have your 5th card, moving on, and this is in the position, so what to focus on moving forward. And we have the 2 of inspiration, which is traditionally the 2 of wands, which is all about expanding your horizons. I feel like that this situation has that potential. That's kind of what this new situation that's come through for you, or what's challenging you, what's the potential outcome for this, is that it's going to expand your horizons. So, and I feel like you know this, you know the potential of this situation, how it can open up new paths and new opportunities for you, those new feelings that we spoke about. And I see that you're really ready for this adventure as well. Like you are ready to go. So you've got the energy, you've got the drive to keep going, so build on that. That's fantastic that you have such inspired, fiery energy. The 2 of wands is the element, the wands is the element of fire, so that's all about inspiration, feeling geared up, feeling fiery, and it's about taking action as well, this card. So now is, once you feel like you've, with the Muse of Voices, understand what steps you need to take, then the 2 of inspiration says then take action. So don't hold back on this situation as well. Keep pushing forward. Stretch your limits, go and dive into those unknown areas, and just kind of don't hold back. But like I say, this is a card of action, so keep building on this momentum that I'm seeing that's happening for you as well. And you're absolutely right that this potential does hold huge opportunity for you, and opening up kind of even a whole new way of being. And it's just about the overall message that I see with the cards coming through, about balancing that, safeguarding what matters to you and protecting yourself. So treading carefully, making wise decisions, and that energy that you have to use to defend yourself, but also balancing that with the ability to go with the flow, not get too caught up in anxiety or big emotions, kind of let those roll through you, pass through you, and then take action at a certain point, not to overthink, not to get bogged down in those weeds. And once you feel like the intuition is going to give you the right messages to understand exactly what you need to do and to be clever about this, and then take the action that's necessary to build and capitalise on these opportunities that are coming your way. Group number 1, I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It's always great to get any feedback as well, if you want to leave in the comments below, and subscribe for all future readings. Love and light. Hey group number 2, welcome to your trust your gut reading. Let's see what messages and cards are coming through for you. We'll start off with the Moon card, which was the card that you were initially drawn to and brought you to this reading. So this is really significant, and this is in the placement of how you're feeling about the situation at the moment. And when the Moon card comes through, this is really telling me that things can feel quite like a mystery and confusing for you at this time. You might be feeling lost. Things just aren't adding up. So maybe what people around you or within the situation, what they're saying isn't matching how they are acting. It's a bit like that you don't have the full picture, you don't have all the information yet. So this can make us feel understandably insecure, anxious. Something can feel off, that you can often think the worst, if we are getting that sense that straight off from the bat, this is already asking you to trust your intuition. This reading is all about trusting your intuition, and the Moon really symbolizes that, embodies that as a card, because that's all that you've got to go on at the moment. Things it's like being blinded and not having the full picture, and you really just need to drop down and trust your intuition. So if things maybe haven't felt right, maybe that there is some truth to that as well, but until time really can only unveil the mysteries and the confusion that you're experiencing at the moment. Because we do move on to the next card, which we have the Son of Pentacles coming through, which is how Spirit is seeing the situation. And this is actually a very reassuring card to see immediately after the Moon, because the Son of Pentacles is very dependable, is very grounded in its energy. It's a slow moving energetic card, so if things have felt like they're moving slow and that's causing some anxiety and worry for you, when it comes to the Son of Pentacles, its slow moving energy isn't something negative. It just means that something precious is being created, is being built. So and these things take time. So it's very reassuring to your insecurities, I think, immediately after the Moon. So maybe if you have been thinking the worst about the situation, the Son of Pentacles is to say that actually behind the scenes there's something positive going on. It isn't there isn't the word sort of people behaving mistrustfully or something like that, because the Son of Pentacles is such a trustworthy card. And then we have this echoed again, this Moon, but it's sort of wrapped in a pentacle as well, which brings almost like I'm seeing like a sun, really. It fills it out to be a sun. So again, I'm seeing that it will be illuminated in time. So if you can be patient, it's really important for you to be patient at this time, and don't try and push the situation, surrender to it. And like I say, the sun, like the sun rising and illuminating the situation, how that can be again quite slow moving, but in time you will get those answers, things will be revealed, it will make sense. Because then we move on to the Father of Pentacles, which is digging even deeper into this situation, looking at things that you don't see. And the Father of Pentacles is a continuation of the Son of Pentacles, but even more developed, even more matured, that energy. So the Father of Pentacles is a real is very effective energy. So this could be someone directly in the situation around you. So if you've got an earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, I'm actually seeing this as someone close to you and in that situation, maybe someone coming in, but maybe this person that is bringing this worries and concern, this is them, and this person is very effective. So they're very straightforward, pragmatic, kind of no frills, no drama. They're very anti-drama. So, and maybe this is something that could be new to you and making you that's what could be making you insecure in some ways, because maybe you're used to things moving quite fast, things being more chaotic in some ways, and then this stillness is making you wobble a bit and is something new, and like I say, bringing up insecurities in you. But this person is very stable, very grounded. What they offer is very real, and I feel like this energy needs to rub off on you as well, and you can take that same approach of this down to earth. It's very solution focused approach. So if there's a problem, this energy is all about there will be a solution, like let's not panic, there will be an answer. And they just keep methodically moving forward, pragmatically, patiently, steady Eddie. And I feel like this energy is kind of as well giving, Spirit's giving the message that you need to take this approach as well. So just move slowly and methodically, take your time, don't try and rush things. Now is the time to just keep putting one foot in front of the other and moving forward, and then you'll look back and the progress that you've made, the achievements that you've made will be massive, will be immense. We've then got the fourth card, which is the Seven of Cups, and this is in the position. So why is it important to trust your gut so much in this situation? And I feel like the Seven of Cups can be a card that's about illusion, about kind of the grass is always greener. So maybe having too many options, or spreading yourself too thin and not sticking with one thing could do you a disservice at this time. And some things that might appear really enticing and attractive to you but actually aren't good for you and won't have the best outcome for you. So this card's really about look at what's, be realistic as well, that same kind of down to earth energy. Don't get caught up in illusions, and be honest with yourself. And I feel like if your intuition, if you can be still enough and be peaceful enough, that voice is always there. You know, for all of us, lots of people think that hearing your intuition, it's going to be like being hit over the side of the head with, you know, this profound loud voice, but actually it's more often than not it's a whisper, and it's about up to us to be quiet enough and still enough to be able to hear that and listen. So yeah, just a warning really not to get caught up in the fake options, really, the things that are superficial, that don't have depth. Don't give away your energy to that. Don't burn bridges with real opportunities. And if you can drop down and trust your gut, trust your intuition, then this will tell you what is real and what isn't. And just be mindful not to be the word sort of the glamour of a situation and how amazing this sounds. If it sounds too good to be true, then it is that kind of energy. We've then got, this looks a donut, but we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is your fifth card, and this is in the position, so what you need to focus on moving forward. Ten of Pentacles is an amazing card to see in any reading because it's about having it all. And I feel like that Spirit is saying that this message, that if you can follow these steps and take this approach, then you have the potential in this situation to really move big steps forward to having it all. So whatever that looks like to you. So, you know, traditionally it can be, you know, the relationship, the money, the job, the home, the kids, but whatever having it all means to you, that is different for everyone. And this card really affirms that that is possible, and that this situation is connected to that, and so can significantly move you forward to steps forward to having it all. And again, it's echoing with it being Pentacles, so this is earth energy. There's a lot of Pentacles that we see in this reading. which is giving the message to it's important for you to maintain consistent with your energy, about being practical, about being realistic in your approach, and that's echoed throughout the whole reading. And like I say, avoid getting sidetracked by illusions and fantasies, and then that is really what is going to get you to this goal, to the outcome that you want. So what habits do ground you? You know, is it having following a morning routine, you know, joining a gym, making journaling, making lists, checklists of what you want to do? Or if it's a relationship, it might be about actually investing that energy and taking that time, you know, to go on dates. And it's about not just saying the right words, but about taking those concrete actions that align with what you want. So yeah, those relationships, putting that energy and quality time, having that together, putting that energy into the situation if it's something that you really want to work. So however that applies, if it's in your career, if it's in relationships, whatever this situation is, but it's about being realistic and not getting caught up in illusions, and being very methodical in how you approach this and attaining this goal, and the potential, the huge potential as well for fulfillment here with the Ten of Pentacles. So it feels so crucial, it feels important. I hope this reading resonated with you, group number 2. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. Any feedback, it's always great to hear from you. Leave them in the comments and subscribe for all future readings. But wishing you the best, hoping this helped you tap into your intuition, encourage you to trust your gut. It's one of the most important things that we have. The answers are within us, but wishing you all the best. Love and light. Hey group number 3, welcome to your Trust Your Gut reading. Let's see what the messages have come through for you with the tarot cards today. So starting off with the Ace of Pentacles, which is the first card which drew you to your reading. So this is really significant, and it's looking at how you're feeling within the situation. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me that I feel like whatever situation you're in at the moment, you're fully aware that this is the beginning of something very real and has the potential to grow into something very successful, kind of be quite life-changing for you as well. So it's like spotting a brand new door opening for you, and there's a lot of excitement I think that you're feeling with this fresh opportunity, and I feel like you're very invested in making a success of this. You know that you are fully prepared to jump in the deep end, you know, roll up your sleeves and do the hard work that's required to get this going. So if this is, it could be a relationship, it could be at work, you know, a new job opportunity, or whatever's brought you to this reading, so you know. But I feel like you really understand that this is an opportunity for growth, for expansion, and you are ready and you are up for this. You can see this owl here, the wings are spread, which talks about expansion, the flower here, which talks about growth. It could be money, so with it being pentacles and a coin, and seeing all the gold in this card as well, so it could be about financial success. But this card is confirmation that what you're feeling about this situation, the potential for growth and excitement, that kind of beginning sensation of, oh God, could this be, you know, I feel like this could be something really big, this could be something really great. This is confirmation that yes it is. We then move on to the Five of Pentacles, which is, this is in the placement. So how does Spirit see the situation that you're in? What messages, what clear messages do they have for you? And with the Five of Pentacles, so there is somewhere along the line, I feel like maybe running up to this situation, there's been a sense of loss. So with the Five of Pentacles, it always brings that something has brought disappointment to you. It can often feel like that things aren't, you have had bad luck for maybe some time, you know, that things are going against you. And that can really wear us down over time if things just keep, you know, not getting those breakthroughs. and then maybe this feels like there's some fear around that as well, because you've got a new opportunity, and because of past experiences there's a bit of, is this going to work out, because you're carrying that with you. But with the Five of Pentacles, and this card in particular from the Guardian of the Night Tarot, we see 5 chrysalises here, which is really about a card of transformation. So from the experiences that are led up to you and feel like connected with what you're being presented with at the moment, this is a real opportunity for transformation, but it does take time. So there is a sense of being the need to be patient. And we've got the owl here, which is a symbol of wisdom, so it's about being smart about it as well. So don't rush things, don't try and push this situation. The Pentacles both these cards is earth, is the earth element, which is very steady progress, not rushing things, really putting in the hard work and carving something out slowly, and what it requires is patience within you. But I feel like Spirit just wanted to come in with this card and acknowledge the loss and disappointment that you felt somewhere along the line, and maybe why it's making this particular situation, this new opportunity, there's an element of pressure, because it's really important for it to work out for you because of the disappointments that you've had in the past. We then move on to the Seven of Wands, which is in the position, so looking deeper into maybe what you don't see. And with the Seven of Wands, this is quite a defensive card. You're having to be in defense mode, so maybe if you sort of tap into your feelings more, maybe you are feeling more and acting more defensive than what you might normally, maybe because this situation feels so important to you and sort of weighted. There could be even forces around you that don't actually support you as well, maybe don't really want the best for you. This could be colleagues or friends, family members even, whatever it feels like might be going against you, that maybe have been part of this disappointment and things not going your way. But I feel like there is an energy and there is a force somewhere where you're having to defend what's important to you and what is best for you. This could be guarding like your emotional well-being, or it could be something more tangible than that. Say if it was a work situation, like an actual job position or a promotion that you've got a lot of competition that could be coming at you, and maybe people aren't that supportive. And I feel like Spirit is saying, so you're doing a really good job of defending yourself in maybe where you are aware that you feel threatened, or that others might perceive you as a threat. And this card really is just encouraging you to keep defending yourself, what is yours, what is rightfully yours, and protect what matters to you most. But this is part of the story and part of the journey of getting to where you want to be. The fourth card we have, the Page of Cups, which is in the placement of why it's so important for you to trust your gut in this situation. Now this brings in a much softer energy with Cups, which is about gentle feelings, love. It can be connected to romance, which may connect to some of you, but it can just be about a softer energy really. And I feel like it's reminding us, and it's bringing this message in, that the reason why you're doing all this is because emotional fulfillment is really on the table. In this situation, there's an opportunity for you to get more of what you want. So maybe for some time you've been doing what's right, the right thing, but this is about fulfilling what's being presented to you at the moment is the opportunity to have some emotional fulfillment. So not just ticking all the boxes, but really getting something that you want. And I also feel like it's about being kind to yourself as well. So even though you're having to be quite defensive, try to protect also that softer side within you. So this card is about kindness, it's about self-love, and this is what's also going to help you win through in this situation. So don't become too hard through this situation if that's what you feel like you've been backed into a corner. Don't be too tough in this situation. Keep that softer side in yourself as well, and with those people who you feel that you can be more vulnerable with as well, to spend time with them. So if this was a relationship, maybe this person has brought that out in you. Maybe others aren't so happy for you and don't see that this relationship has the potential to, it brings out a whole other side to you. It allows you to be someone vulnerable, allows someone to be softer, the fun side of you, maybe that's what I'm seeing. But it's just ushering in a whole gentle energy and through trusting your gut. So by dropping down intuition, it's also about dropping into that softer side of ourselves as well. Like, what does that quiet voice within us, what are they telling us to do, what are they advising us to do? So keep nurturing that, and trusting your instinct requires a gentle approach. The fifth card, so this is in the final card, we have the Ace of Wands, and this is in the position, so what you need to focus on moving forward. Now the Ace of Wands is the fire element, so this is about taking action. So I feel like ultimately this is about following that spark of inspiration. So the Ace of Wands is that beginning, so optimizing again, like this opportunity that you're feeling. So the Ace of Wands, we can see here there's a spider who's spun this web. So this is the hard work that you've been putting in leading up to this opportunity. And a spider, can catch the flies, or for you, catch opportunities, and then capitalizing on that. So optimizing on all those those opportunities. I feel like Spirit is saying, really encouraging you not to pass this up, not to let this one go. This is significant, and even though you've had those disappointments in the past, there will come the time where it's time for action. So it's a chance to forge your own path if other people feel like they are against you, but you need to keep pushing forward on your own path and what you really desire. This is the only way that you're going to get that emotional fulfillment that you're seeking. So seize the opportunity, take the initiative. This card is always about being bold. So pursue those ambitions and determinations, whatever that is, that job opportunity, whatever this opportunity is, this relationship. Don't get bogged down by past losses, this defense, people being against you, energies being against you. Keep forging ahead. This opportunity, this emotional fulfillment that you have is here, and this is real. And so, like I say, capitalize on these opportunities and take action. So whatever that looks like for you, if it's just not letting this relationship go, keep that connection, or if it's a job opportunity, keep fighting for it, keep showing up, keep handling those people against you with dignity, with professionalism. Don't drop down to their level. Keep forging ahead and keep being that powerful person and what you're building on, what you've achieved so far. Group number 3, I hope this resonated for you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It's also always great to get any feedback, so if you want to leave that in the comments, and subscribe for all future readings. But wishing you all the best with this opportunity. I hope this reading helped you tap into your intuition a bit more and hear that voice inside that is that one of the most powerful things we have is to trust our gut and our intuition. Wishing you all the best. Love and light.